Alright guys, here is how you put your iMovie onto YouTube. First thing you need to do is make sure you're in iMovie. Then make sure you finalized your project. This will take a little while depending on the quality of your pictures, the amount of pictures you've got, somewhere in between 35, 20 minutes, something like that. Once your project is finalized, you're going to go up here to share, alright? You're going to click on YouTube. And this is where you're going to put in your school email address. You'll see I have my school email address up here. Yours might show up as blank. You'll just click over here to add. You'll type in your school email address right here. Then you'll put in your school password, all right? Same password you use for your school email address. You can label yours as education, or you can label it as whatever you want. Just make sure you label it as something that actually applies to your video. Down here, you're going to want to make sure that you give your video a title that is actually what your video is, not my first project or iMovie or school project. This is my I'm from poem. So I'll title it that, and I'll also capitalize it since it is a title. You can give it a description if you'd like. Since these are going on our blogs, you can probably do the description there instead. Down here are the different qualities that you can use to upload. I prefer mine to be in HD because I think it looks prettier. If you're not a big fan of HD, or if you don't really care about the quality, you can put it down a little bit to save yourself some time. I'd say don't put it down lower than this one, or the quality is going to diminish quite a lot. Then you'll press next. It'll give you some YouTube terms of service, and you can just press publish. Up here it'll pop up, and it'll say preparing project. Just like with finalizing, this could take 10 minutes, it could take 15. It just depends on how big your movie is, how much time it takes to put it up there. So since mine is already up there, I'm going to show you what it looks like once it's on YouTube. Once it's done, it'll pop up and be like, hey, your video is now on YouTube. It'll give you an option down here to check it out if you'd like. If you go to YouTube using your school email address, which if you're logged into Google Chrome is actually quite easy because you already should be logged in. I could have just typed in the URL. Whoops. So up here you should be logged in if you're using Google Chrome. If not, you'll have to log in using your school email address. If you go in here to your email address, click on My Channel, your video should pop up right down here. Channel page here. Some of the videos for some reason haven't been showing up down here in recent activity, but that's okay. There's another way to access them. You can click up here on Video Manager. And once you get in here, you should see your Where I'm From poem or whatever it is that you've uploaded. You can go in here to click on this to edit the security settings. I have mine set as unlisted, which means people can still watch it if they'd like, but they can't search for it. It's not something that they can find really easily unless they go to my school blog. You can change that by going in here and changing it. You have to choose for your school blog either unlisted or public. All right, it has to be unlisted or public. If you put it as private, no one will be able to access it, even if you put it onto your blog. So I set mine as unlisted. If you'd like to set yours as public, that's all right, but since we do use personal photos and you are of a young age, it might be best to list it as unlisted. Once that's done, you'll press Save Changes. And then now you're going to go back to the actual video. So if you click on the link there, it'll take it to your actual video in a YouTube screen. I'm going to pause it. And you'll click on Share down here to get the stuff that you need to put it into your blog. So if you click on Embed, there's going to be this kind of gobbledygook code down here. You'll do Command C, or you can right click and copy. And then head over to your blog. Once your blog is open, you can go up to New, and I'll get you a new post. When you're adding in your video, you don't want to just copy the link in there so that the people have to travel to YouTube. We want to embed our video so that people can see it straight from our blog. So if we go to Insert Media and you click on Insert Embed Code, you click up here and right click. And now this weird box will appear. There's nothing wrong with it. It looks really bad right there, but it actually works. If we go to Preview, it'll show up in our post. What is this pop-up? If we click on Preview, now you can scroll down and see that your video is right there, and you can watch it right in your blog.